Good afternoon. Welcome to the SHMS News for today, Monday, June 5th. It is a solar day. Today's lunch options include cheese-filled breadsticks with dipping sauce, a breaded chicken filet sandwich, or a variety of sandwiches or salads.
Still pretty warm. We should see highs in the mid-80s with an afternoon chance of thunderstorms. But the forecast is looking pretty good for all at the end of the year outdoor school activities.
8th graders, Clearly Lake registration is now open on My Payments Plus. Remember to speak with Mr. McGrath if you want to play golf or foot golf.
Good afternoon, Scott Highlands. This is Miss Hanson, and I am here to announce the 8th grade Student of the Month Awards for May 2023. Tanvi Bogareddy, Citizenship with Miss Johns. Jason Cardinale, Band with the band teachers. Meklit Charu, Algebra with Mrs. Worthams. Yona Dagago, Science with Mrs. Anderson. David Din, Espanol with Profe Johnson. Evan Ebent, Art with Miss Daly. Braden Fetchner, Global Studies with Mr. Hemphill. Samantha Garnis, English with Mrs. Teachout. Carly Gilbertson, Band with the band teachers. Caden Gonzalez, Tech Ed with Mr. Radke. Keegan Halterman, Chinese with Miss Wu. Brecken Haug, Academic Coaching with Miss Condon and Mrs. Rodin. Zane Iaquinto, Physical Education with Miss Fay. Madeline Jenin, Communications with Mr. Doherty. Brooks Gervais, English with Miss McNeil. Sarah Khan, Science with Miss McKinney. Hanad Karshe, Algebra 1 with Miss Gulzacek. Emma Consor, Art with Miss Daly. Henry Kojowski, Global Studies with Mr. Tangen. Kerfala Mansari, Tech Ed with Mr. Goins. Layla Merkel Abbott, Espanol 2 with Senora Hansen. Ibrahim Mohammed, Communications with Mrs. Engel. Emma Nelson, Choir with Mrs. Egger. Maxwell Premble, Communications with Mr. Doherty. Lincoln Peter, Algebra 1 with Mr. McGrath. Anna Preble, Art with Mrs. Johnson. Carter Rath, Global Studies with Mr. Schlotfelt. Liana Reza, Espanol with Senora Hansen. Reese Shaney, Physical Education with Miss Linsky. Ismail Siddiqui, English with Miss Kay Anderson. Lillian Signore, Science with Mr. Gullix. Brian Stanky, Study Skills with Miss Coolidge. Naomi Tesfaye, Algebra 1 with Mr. McGrath. Oriel Vera, EL with Miss S. And Isaac Wright, Study Skills with Miss Coolidge. Congratulations! Please report to the pool stairs area to receive your award and have your picture taken.
Attention students, please take some time to check the lost and found in the cafeteria to claim any lost items. All items will be donated on the last day of school. Also, please return any SHMS library books as soon as you can.
There will be a limited number of yearbooks for sale this year for $50 cash on the first-come, first-served basis. Pick up an order from the main office. Once you return it with payment, you will be put on a waiting list. Yearbooks will be distributed to homerooms on the last day of school.
The 7th graders will be celebrating the last day of school with a trip to the Apple Valley Aquatic Center. On Wednesday, June 7th, students will attend each of their classes with shortened periods. We will eat lunch at SHMS and then walk to the Aquatic Center where we have rented the facility for the afternoon. The cost is $10 and should be paid for in My Payments Plus. We will return to SHMS in time for the 3:10 buses. More details to follow in homeroom.
Attention 7th and 8th graders. The University of Minnesota is hosting a track and field day camp from July 9th through the 12th on campus. The camp is a fun-filled learning experience for all campers. Each camper will be taught the fundamentals of each track and field event by our staff. This is for all ages of experience, from beginning to advanced. We want it to be a high-energy environment where they get excited about the sport in a positive way. The cost is $300 per camper, but a $50 discount is possible if we get 6 Scott Highlands athletes to attend. Scan the QR code for more information. Reach out to Mr. Schlotfelt or Ms. Gluzacek if you have any questions or are interested in participating.
Bramwood Golf Course in Burnsville has room for their junior golf program starting on Wednesday, June 14th. The program
is every Wednesday, June 14th through August 9th between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. depending on the grade of your child. It is opening a youth entering grades 3rd through 10th in fall of 2023. Additionally, there is a free golf clinic for participants on Saturday, June 10th at 7:45 a.m. Finally, Wednesday, August 9th is tournament play. The program costs $175. This program is meant for children to practice their golf game and rules of golf. There will be staff on the course monitoring play. However, there is no lessons offered. Families can register in the clubhouse or at www.bramwoodgolfcourse.com. Please direct any questions to Mariah at levold@burnsvillemn.gov.
Have a great rest of your day, Scott Highland. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.